let's talk about the most psycho thing you've ever done in a relationship. I've got a good one.
The most psycho thing I've done.
Yeah. Do you want me to kick off so then you have an example?
yeah, go on then.
Okay, so one day, and this is when I just had Forrest, or he was young or something. And I was at home with him because he was a baby, had to do the whole routine stuff. Lockie would go to work. And I called him one day, and his factory is like 5 minutes from where we live. And I called him one day, and this had happened after another incident that I was like triggered by already. So I called him one day and I'm like, hey babe, where are you? He's like, I'm in the factory. I'm in the factory bathroom. And I'm like, send me a photo. So he sends me a photo of like the toilet bowl and his feet, sends it to me. I'm like, that's not the fucking factory floor, bruh. I'm like, I've seen the factory floor.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So I got in my car, drove down to the factory, and he wasn't there. I was like calling. I'm like, dude, how dare you lie? What are you doing lying to me? I'm here. You're not here. Da-da-da. Anyway, it turns out he was at the pub.
Could be worse.
So fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, just tell me.
Yeah.
Like, just be like, babe, I'm at the pub. Anyway, so it goes on. So I was like, okay, he's telling me he was at the pub. So the next day, I got in my car and I went to the pub he said he was in to check the floors to match the photo. It matched.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
How crazy
That
is
is
that?
crazy. That is crazy. I feel like girls are crazier than guys when it comes to relationships though.
Maybe.
Like I don't have anything like remotely close to that. That's like you're like CSI investigators.
I wonder what Lockie was. What's he do? He just watches me on the cameras because we've got cameras.
Yeah. Do you have each other's location on?
No, but one time I did ask him.
Yeah.
And he kind of made a big deal about it. And then he's like, fine. He gave me my friend. I'm like, I don't know what app to download or how to fucking do it. So it never ended up happening. I feel like I'm really bad. Like I don't care enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if something was happening behind my back, I feel like I'm at the point now. I'm like,
I think it's because you're like secure as well.
Yeah.
You know, that always helps. Because
No,
like I don't really have
definitely
any
wanna
crazy
know.
stories. I don't have any crazy stories where I've gone mental chasing after a girl or you know, like anything like that. But I've had girls like be mental at me. Like
Yeah.
I remember one bird, I only saw her for like 3 or 4 weeks, but every time she'd come over, she would always leave like a earring or a necklace.
Oh,
And like,
but I would do that unintentionally because
yeah,
I'm
but
forgetful.
and I know a lot of girls are like forgetful and they do that. But this girl, like, she knew what she was doing because as
Right.
soon as she was leave, it'd be like 24 hours, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I left my ring in your bottom drawer," so like, like stuff like that, right?
So she's putting it in a
Yeah,
random place.
yeah. So I was like, this girl knows what she's doing because every time she'd come back to collect her stuff, like we would be active, say.
Yeah, right.
So we went through this cycle for like 4 weeks, right? And like I was like, I'm not ready to date. Like I'm just this is fun, it's casual, whatever. And then I met this girl the same time as I was seeing her.
Oh, no.
And I was living at my parents' place, and they have like a what's it called, like a 1-level house, right?
Yeah.
And so
Single story?
this girl, single story, yeah. So then the girl that I was seeing, the crazy one that I was seeing on the reg, was messaging me, and she was like, "Oh, like, what are you doing tonight?" Blah,
I
blah,
think
blah,
you
blah,
told
blah.
me this story.
Yeah. She would be messaging me like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, like I'm busy tonight, like I'm out and stuff." And she knew I was lying. I don't know how, but she just knew I was lying.
Girls know we've got good intuition.
But I went on a date that night, so I got a girl to come back to mine.
You should have just said like.
Yeah, she was none of her business. Like, I don't owe her any loyalties or anything,
Yeah,
right?
True.
So-
But did you make it known to her that you didn't want to?
Yeah,
date?
like this
Okay.
was literally, I had a TV show like coming up, so I was like, I'm not looking to do any like date or be serious, like
Yeah,
anything.
boys, if you're watching this, like I feel like just be respectful and just like tell her what's up.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you lay the law down and say like what your intentions are,
yeah.
you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
I don't owe this girl anything. She doesn't need to know who I'm going on a date with or who I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like this was just, it was more her than me that she was coming on to me, right?
But then it's also uncomfortable for a dude to feel like they do owe them something even when they've had that honest conversation.
Yeah, that's right.
Like everyone just needs to respect everyone's boundaries.
Yeah. So I went on a date with this girl, and then she was this other one was meshing me all through the date. Like, I know you're out. I know you're not home. You're lying to me. I was just like, just ignore. Anyway, went back to my house, right? We were watching a movie with the girl I went on a date with, right? Like, they had the lights on, the candles on. We were watching a movie in the bed like that.
Not the candles.
And then this crazy girl, the other one, literally rocked up to my parents' house. And we have, like, my room's at the back of the house. And there's, like, this massive, like, 7-foot gate that you got to go over to get through the back. Like,
Are
there's no
you
way.
sure you weren't dating?
No, I wasn't. She literally, I still to this day don't know how the fuck this girl got over that fucking gate, right? She came around the back of the house.
That sounds like
my
Skye
blinds
Ritchie.
were up, the windows were wide open. I just said, cuddling this girl watching a movie, and she's fucking banging on the window. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Let me in, let me in." She was throwing rocks at my window. She was trying to smash my window. My parents were like, "What the fuck is going on? Who is this girl?" I was like, "I've known her for like 4 weeks."
Oh no, I don't know, dude. I call bullshit.
No, I promise you. Like,
But who's
proper
going
crazy.
out of their way to do that when you're not dating?
Mental. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, crazy.
I've got a similar story, but we were dating, and he didn't have another girl in his bed, thank God. Because then it would have been more juicy to tell the story. But no, I was really drunk one night, and he wasn't answering his phone calls, so I just got dropped off by an Uber, sorry. And then I knew that his bedroom was like on another level, and there was a car parked under his roof. So I climbed onto the car, climbed the roof, and then climbed over his balcony.
See,
that's
crazy.
I know.
That's
that girl
crazy.
sounded like we went to lengths, doll.
That
We were
is
getting to that
crazy.
bedroom. But he loved it. He was like,
well, some people do.
he's
And
like,
I do a
yes,
little
he's
bit.
psycho. I swear, guys love a bit of psycho.
Yeah, we do.
They do.
We do. I do.
They're
I think it's kind of
obsessed.
hot.
He would be like, he would laugh and he'd tell all his friends what I did. She jumped on a car and climbed the roof for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dude, you're so special. No,
I think most guys do love a girl that's like a bit crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we do.
I agree,
But
definitely.
like, there's levels to it though. Like, there is levels to it.
Yeah, and I think if you're in a relationship, it's nice to feel like someone's a little bit overprotective. Not
Yeah.
overprotective because, like, too much. There's just a line for everything.
When I was like my ex, when I was out and stuff, she would wanted to know exactly where I was, exact time, exact location, all the time, right? And like, as a guy,
See,
we don't
it gets
really.
a bit overwhelming.
It does, and it makes you anxious when you're out and stuff because you're like, oh no, I got a message, whatever. And then like the next morning, the amount of times I had this argument, like next morning she'd be like, oh, like where were you at like 9 then? If you said you were going here and then there, like where were you? I was like, oh, I went there at like 9. She's like, but when I checked your location, you were here at like 9. I'm like, I don't know the exact times, and they try to make you out like you're lying. But I'm like, how am I supposed to remember exactly what time I was in what location? Where I'm on a night out, going to a different couple of bars. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
You know, that to me is like too much. You know, like
Yeah, I've been in that situation where they're like, what'd you do? Did you go here? And I just say, I can't remember, because I know that if I say yes, they'll get angry. So I don't lie. I just say, actually, wait, that is technically lying, right? If I say I can't remember, because I do.
But then sometimes you're just avoiding the question
You
because
just
like
avoid it
you
at
know
all
it's just like you
costs.
opening a bag of worms.
Literally, you know you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
So you're like,
It's not worse.
can I phone a friend? Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
I feel like if you're in a relationship like that where like they're just constantly on your ass, want to know exactly where you are, what you're doing and stuff, that to me is just toxic. If you gotta choose to trust that person and like feel secure enough in yourself and in your relationship that you know whatever they're doing, they come back to you and they're not going to do anything wrong by you.
And if they are doing something wrong, you'll find out.
Yeah, and if they are and you find out, you've good on you. Like now you can just get them out of your life and move on, you know? Like you've just
100%.
saved yourself so much time.
100%.
Rather than be like anxiously attached, it doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, the anxious attachment. What do you think your attachment style is?
Avoidant. Like
Block.
Yeah. Like avoidant to the extreme lengths.
See, I feel like I used to be anxious attachment and now I'm avoidant because I'm like, I'm so overstimulated as it is. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm a mom. I'm constantly stressed. So like if Lockie brings up a problem and I know it's going to be an argument, I'm like, avoid,
Yeah.
delete,
Yeah. Delete.
Control, Alt, delete.
Yeah, bang.
Like, I
ya.
cannot be
Yeah.
bothered.
I feel like the relationships that are like avoidant and an attachment, like the two different styles together, is
bad.
It's so bad. It is so bad. Like
it
it's
is.
a
Because
recipe for disaster. Because
you're-
one's just like whatever, see
Yeah.
you, and they get even more pissed off and get even more anxious.
Yeah.
They
'cause
try
they're
to chase you more, and then you run away more.
Yeah, I know. And
Like-
it's the reaction too. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what Lockie loves about me, is that I'm really reactive. So he'll be like, he knows he can get a reaction, and when he doesn't, it's like, oh fuck, why?
Yeah, she doesn't care. Yeah.
But
yeah.
at nine times out of 10, I'm reacting.
Yeah, but you're just not showing it.
Well, no, I'm very good at like showing people how I feel and saying what I want to say, but yeah, sometimes I've learnt to try and not react, but if someone's in my grill and stuff, it's hard for me not to.
Yeah, I agree.
But with the avoidance style thing, I would just rather avoid like an argument or something that's going to blow up and make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I also like hate silent treatment.
Do you?
Hate it. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, my mum would do it to me actually, like if she was angry at me growing up, and she did everything for me, like folded and ironed my underwear. And because I was so ADHD, she was like my brain, which is not good. And I don't want to do this for my boys. Like, I want them to feel independent. Like, they'll ask me sometimes, Mom, where's my hat? I'm like, I don't know. Where'd you last have it?
Yeah.
It's your hat, doll.
Yeah.
But my mum would be like, here it is. It's on the hat. Take a left turn
Yeah.
up there, you know. So when she was angry, I would ask her a question like, where's this? Or how do I do this? And she would just like, it killed me.
Yeah, it would.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Actual trauma. I'm like, ChatGPT, where were you? Where were you?
ChatGPT, where's my hat?
Yeah.
You think you know everything? Where the fuck's my hat? You ain't that good, are you, pal?
Oh, where was I an hour ago? Hey? Oh my God. That's so funny.
I've only recently started learning about like the attachment styles and stuff, and I think they're good, and it's good to educate yourself on them. So even like educating what style your partner is, so you can sort of like communicate better and understand each other better, you know?
Yeah,
like
100%.
what's your love language?
Mine used to be affection. What is it? Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Physical touch. Maybe words of affirmation. Like, I
Really?
love when someone like compliments me or says like, you're doing such a good job.
Yeah.
Or like, and also I would say it's acts of service. It's changed since becoming a mum.
Yeah, right, okay.
So I would say,
And I feel like you can have like a mixture of, it
You
doesn't have to be like
can.
one, like,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But physical touch now, I'm like, by the end of the day, once I've got the kids to bed and like I've done my shower routine, I'm like, nobody touch or look at me, please. Nobody. I'm like, I want silence. Silence. And then I've got like Crunchy and Winnie coming up to me trying to lick my face, and Lockie's like cuddling in. I'm like, oh God, I know what you want. I fucking just laid down for the first time today, guys. Give us a break.
yeah,
Oh my God.
that's fair. That's fair. Mine's acts of service, and it's like very like much just that. Or
Really?
and a little bit of like physical touch, because I do like physical. It doesn't have to be like sex, but just like
Cuddling.
cuddling. Yeah, like just like affection, like
or, how do you go with public display?
PDA.
PDA.
Yeah, like that as well. Like just like the little things like that as well, but predominantly acts of service. That makes me feel like good. Like, oh, she shows that to me is like she's showing she cares.
Yes.
And
yes,
it doesn't have to be like, oh, you know, ironing my socks, ironing my pants, washing my. It's just like little things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because like sex aside, even just like the affection, like when you're around each other, like that to me is more important. You know, like it's just because it's like 24 hours a day. Like you just like each other's company, like to be like touchy feely. Like that's I would never not have that in a relationship.
Yeah, and I feel like it also differentiates.
Fucking big word.
Thank you. Let me repeat it. I feel like I fucked it up a bit. Differentiates.
Sounded perfect to me.
Yeah, that was differentiates between a friendship and a relationship, I feel.
Yes.
Because like anyone can hang out and just like spend quality time together, you know?
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I feel like the
that's another
affection-
one. Quality time.
That's what you just said your love language was.
No, acts of service.
Oh yeah, sorry. Fucking hell. I'm getting so confused. I remember one night I was at an event and Lockie was like calling and we were chatting on the phone and I think we were like having an argument and I was with this gay couple, my stylist Paul and his partner was explaining to me all about the what are they called? Attachment styles. And he was like, look, babe, this is what Lockie is. And I'm like, wow, you're so knowledgeable. I'm like, I loved how much he knew. And he was like, it's all about understanding where someone's coming from and what they need from you.
Yes.
That's going to help you a lot.
So much. Yeah. So much. You've got to meet each other's needs.
Yeah, like, 100%. And I feel like it's more important to understand your partner's attachment styles and love language more so than your own. Yeah. Like, let them figure out what yours is.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Yeah, but if they're not getting it, you do need to give them a bit of a helping hand.
Yeah.
Having a bit of a firm conversation doesn't go amiss if you're not getting what you need.
Yeah, very true. So have you found lately in your relationship, if you sit down and have like a very calm conversation, it helps?
Oh my God, it's night and day. It's like night and day. And like the conversations are tough because it's almost like you've constantly got to say not to be disrespectful, but because you know it's going to be somewhat disrespectful, but it's just constructive criticism, you know, and you've got to be open to it. Why are you laughing?
I'm just thinking about Lockie and I. It's a fucking shipwreck. So yeah, maybe, and I'm laughing because I'm like, am I really learning relationship advice from Cal?
I told you, I've turned over a new leaf in these last 6 months.
Okay, so
and
maybe
I'm loving it, and like, everything in terms of relationships are like improving. Like I'm just like on this trajectory where like I'm wanting to be the best version of myself, and I'm wanting to have like strong relationships, not just like with like, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, but like with your friends and your family, like everything, you know?
So true.
And the more you learn about it, the better you are, and like the better you can be with people, you know?
100%.
Like it's crazy. But yeah, I've learned so much, especially like even off the psychologist, a couple of sessions there, and it's like night and day.
Will
like,
you go back?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to see the psychologist.
I really need to go back, but the thing that lost me last time, I feel like it's really hard to find one that's right for you.
Yeah.
But the lady that I went back to last time, I really liked her because she, like the first relationship counselor Lockie and I went to, I feel like she was like siding with him. I felt like judged by the first one, and I was like, fuck that.
Not going back to you, bitch.
I was like, so you're...
I need one that's on my side.
Yeah, no. That's so funny. Oh, you're going to take his side? You're fucking fired. Oh my God, that's so funny. No, that's not what I was thinking. But then the last one, that was like, she didn't take sides. And I was like, okay, I like her. Yeah. Like she pretty much said like, yeah, that's pretty fucked up what she's doing, but she's doing it because of her trauma and we need to get to the bottom of that. But your reaction is also not good. So I went back to her just alone, and the one thing that like, I was like, I don't understand, and it stuck with me to this day, is she was like, you just got to be present. And she's like, because I think I said to her, like, I get really annoyed doing things. Like I get annoyed by always unstacking and restacking the dishwasher, and I feel resentment because I'm like, there's another person here. We could be doing it together, or we could be, you know, sharing the workload. And she's like, you've just got to be present when you're putting each plate in. And I was like, what? You lost me.
Yeah, I know. They say words like that and you're like, what are you on about? Like the psychologist I saw, she was like, you just got to learn acceptance. Like accept everything. Like if things are not going right, accept it. If it's not going your way, accept it. No, I'm not fucking accepting it. I'm not accepting it.
Yeah,
I'm not accepting it. But then you do. Because you're like,
did you say that to her though?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, because you got to be like completely transparent with a psychologist for them to work
obviously
on you and do the best job for you, right? Because it's easy for me. I was in Fiji, right? This girl's in Australia. I could have just been like, she's this, she's that. Like, I'm fucking perfect, you know? But then like, I'm not going to get any like constructive advice, right?
Yeah.
Or like a neutral standpoint. So I say all my flaws, everything I've done wrong, all the trauma that I've brought to the relationship.
Yes.
Then I've said what she does, and then the psychologist would be like, well, she's doing this because you've done this, or because you're doing this. Then I've stopped doing what she said not to do.
Yeah.
And like, it's working.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you a psychologist or a miracle?
Yeah. But that's obvious what she told you.
Yeah, but some of the stuff she was like I wouldn't give all of the details about certain things, but she would piece it together.
Oh wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would say like something, for example, like, you know, why is she doing this? And then the psychologist would say like, well, have you done this in the past? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, that is a byproduct of what you've done. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, so do you feel like the more you do this, the more she does that? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, right.
Like,
So for an example, if your partner's lied to you before, why is she blowing up your phone when you're out?
Yeah.
Because you've lied.
Yes.
And she's got trust issues now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loads of different things like that.
I love my examples, don't I?
Yeah. No, but I would recommend, like, if you're going through a bit of a tough time with your
spouse,
with your spouse, like, go to a psychologist. Like
100%.
actual, like they are good. If you get a good one, like it will be night and day.
Yeah.
You know?
I liked the last one we saw when we were together, but then when I went on my own, I was like, oh, can we skip to the good part?
Have you seen the show?
So fucked up.
Have you seen the show on Netflix called Couples Therapy?
No.
So it's like a show, and it's basically these couples, and it's real life people having real life problems in their relationship, and everything's just obviously recorded and put on Netflix. And like, if you think your relationship, you're going through a hard time in your relationship, watch that. Watch that, because some of these people's relationships are fucking next level.
Oh my
Some people have been with each other for like 15 years. They sit in these seats with a psychologist, and they hate each other.
Yes,
like hate each other.
Why are you together? But I guess that's why they're there in the first place, to try and fix it.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes you just can't get over that resentment if there's too much.
Yeah. And if you like hold on to things, it'll come and bite you in the ass in the long run. And that's what's happened with me in the past.
I don't hold on to it. I'm like, whatever. You're good now. You're showing up for me
now. No, but I mean more so like if something's irking you and like you just don't want to bring it up because you think that it's going to cause an argument. So you just hold on to it, right? You let it go, whatever. But then you have these thoughts. They come by every week. You're like, oh, fuck, he's irking me again. He's doing the same thing again. Eventually, it'll come out, and it'll come out like fucking fireworks. So it's better to just speak about it rather than let it build up inside, because when it comes out in an argument, it is full chat. Yeah,
oh my God. I've had my psycho moments, and I had one of them the other day, and I'm like, see, this is me at breaking point. But I feel like we just always bicker about little things.
Yeah.
But it's like, at first it was playful. He's like, baby, you used to laugh. And I'm like, yeah, now I don't think it's fucking funny. So, like, I don't know. Let's just not.
Yeah.
And like, I'll do things too. Like, I'll be like, oh, babe, can you put that away? He's like, see, when you ask me to do things. Oh, no. If he asked me to do something, what did he ask me to do this morning? I can't remember. He asked me to do something, and I don't know what my reaction was, but he was like, see, when you ask me to do something, I just do it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
I'm
like,
just got to get ready for a podcast filming. Meanwhile, you're just there putting your mascara on and stuff. I'm busy.
Yeah, no. I usually will do it, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just stupid little shit. I feel like you just need to also pick your battles and choose what needs working on more than others. Like what areas of the relationships you want to focus on.
So you like a bit of crazy too then?
In the guy?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Would you like a guy to be like a pushover? Like, come on. Like I wouldn't like a girl to be a pushover. If I was doing something that's like a bit disrespectful or whatever, and the girl doesn't say anything and just feels a bit hurt, I'd be like, oh, I can't do that. I need somebody that's like got a bit of back to her bite, that's gonna put me in line and like be somewhat crazy, but not too crazy, but like somewhat crazy.
Oh, I definitely don't like a pushover, but I also don't understand when people will allow someone to cross their boundary but then still allow the behavior to happen because they're putting themselves in that position.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're not learning from it. Yeah. You're just allowing it. Like,
and I will do this too. Like, I remember being on the phone to mum one day, and I'm like, oh, and this is so petty, so stupid, but it's like sometimes little things do annoy you when you're a mum, you're stressed, you've got a lot going on. I'm like, oh, he won't pick this up, or can't remember what it was. And she's like, just don't pick it up. Just leave it. She's like, and I'm like, no, but I get so like
Yeah.
overwhelmed
Yeah.
that
yeah.
I eventually do pick it up. And
Mm.
she's like, that's probably why he's not picking it up, because he knows you're going to get the shits enough and pick it up. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it's 1 day, 2 day, 3 days later.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows you're going to do it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, ah. Oh, just let it go.
Let it go. Yeah, I think it was a time in my life, like maybe like a year and a half ago, where I realized that like I like crazy girls. Like I remember I was in Sydney, right, and we had this massive argument. Oh, like it was fucking.
Who, like an ex?
Yeah, yeah. We had this massive argument, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be staying with you tonight in this hotel. So I'm just going to go out. You can just go to the hotel. I'll get a new room, right? And then she went into the room kicking off or whatever. And I was like, all right, I'm going out. Fuck it. Like, whatever. I went out and I came back that night, checked in, booked a new room. The guy that booked me the room put me in the room next door to her, right? Next door to my previous room.
Yeah.
So I've come in a bit drunk, whatever, like that. I've gone into the room, laid in the bed and be like, fuck, this night's been a fucking nightmare. And that's all I can hear is my ex just yelling about to like her friends. He's a fuckwit, he's this, he's that. And I'm like, oh my God, she's crazy. And I can't even sleep now, right? Because all my stuff is in that room as well. And like, I just got her literally slagging me off on the phone and I can hear everything. So I fucking gone back in the room and I was like, I can literally fucking hear you slagging me off. Like, what's the goal? You need to relax. And then she goes, get out of my room. She grabs my suitcase off the fucking balcony, right? Clothes all across Sydney. My $2.5 grand sunglasses, Ditas, gold ones. Yeah, drops them on the floor like that, stamps her foot through them. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'm never putting myself in this situation again. Then I was like, it's so hot. She's so hot.
Why?
And then I ended up just staying the night there anyway. It was like crazy sex. And I didn't even use the spare room.
I wonder why guys like a bit of psycho. I think it's just like, you want someone who keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, somebody that's like firm and like, I feel like it's hot. It's like sexy, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, don't fucking disrespect me.
Yes, yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, again, there's levels to it. And like to have a healthy relationship, you can't just be crazy all the time. But having a bit of bark to you is like, it's attractive.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think she needed to take it that far. But,
No.
I mean, if I'd had a couple of drinks in me maybe 10 years ago before kids, sounds like a Skye Wheatley thing.
Yes.
Like,
100%.
I feel like I would have done the most crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's probably an ADHD thing too. But yeah, you just need to keep the spice alive. You don't have to be toxic.
Yeah, yeah.
You just need to keep the spice alive and just have firm boundaries and not, I think being a pushover and allowing things you don't want to allow.
To keep reoccurring.
Yeah, is just.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, you are for sure.